Good morning, my dear students. Now, today I am going to tell you how you will explain your developed project. I'm sure every student has developed some project with their groups. So, here I will explain you how you are going to explain it. But it is just an idea. It is not a rule that you explain like the way I'm telling you. It is just an idea. It can be changed for your betterment. The way you find it better, you can explain it. So, this is the group project for Al Etihad train and journey to the mathematical symbols. Okay. Now, what we have done, first you will introduce your group. For example, this group I have taken from one of my classes. So, as a group leader, you will introduce yourself. You will say, my name is this. For example, here I take name Abdullah Fahad, and then he will say, I'm the group leader, and my responsibility is to explain the project or whatever responsibility you have taken for your group. Then you will introduce your friends also. My friend Zayed Dafar, he helped my group to explain the project and by finding the information. My another friend Hamdan Isa, he helped the group by finding and writing the information. And my another friend Faisal Hisam, he helped the group by finding the pictures and saving them in the laptop for the project work. Okay, so this will be the introduction of the group. After that, you will introduce little about the project. Just it is a brief idea, not the complete things. For example, about the Etihad Rail. As we know that Emirat is working for establishing a connectivity through railway system also among the various cities of UAE. Currently, it is working in some part. Okay, so this project is developed for the route from Abu Dhabi to Dubai. Okay, now some of the basic information are here. Some general information about my project. It is when this project will start working, then first comes operational safety guide, means how much passengers will feel safe, or when or where they will have some extreme conditions to be taken care of. So here, what are the operational safety? It includes maximum number of the passengers in one coach, or you can say in one train. Then maximum speed of the train, obviously there will be some minimum speed also, and then stoppage of the train between Abu Dhabi to Dubai. If there is any stoppage, maybe train will directly start from Abu Dhabi and will stop at Dubai, but it may stop at in between also, maybe Banias or any other place. I don't know, I'm not that much aware of the places between Abu Dhabi to Dubai, but if you can mention, you can mention. Okay. Now, after that, this is some basic information about the route. Distance between Abu Dhabi to Dubai, it is approximately 140 kilometers. Then maximum speed of the train allowed is almost 350 kilometers per hour. Then minimum speed of the train will be 160 kilometers per hour. So based on this information, how you will calculate the time, this thing you can explain to the audience that okay, speed or time taken can be calculated by distance over speed, distance divided by the speed. So by the maximum distance, if you will divide by the maximum speed, you will get the minimum time. It is approximately 40 minutes. So I wrote here 50 minutes because of the average speed, and minimum speed of the train is 160 kilometers per hour. So maximum time taken will be 90 minutes. Okay, so it is the duration of the time, 50 minutes to 90 minutes somewhere. It depends on the some like conditions also, because it is an infrastructure. So sometimes there may be some problems also because of any reason. So time can vary. Next is, this is something very important for my project. Why mathematics is involved in this project? Why we are talking about this project in mathematics lesson? So here I'll introduce something mathematical concept in this project. Why? You see, mathematical inequality. How this project theme is involved for the inequality? Because in the previous slide, if you remember, I told you this is the minimum time, this is the maximum time taken. So whenever we talk about the range, we are not sure with the maximum or minimum value, then we are talking about the inequality, or we are talking about the range. So here in this example also you can see some of the conditions I have taken here. For example, every coach has the limited number of seats on which the passengers can travel. So here I have taken 100. So if railway system says in one coach there can be only 100 passengers, and P is a variable which represents the number of passengers. So what will be the inequality? Inequality will be P less than or equal to 100. So here less than or equal to, this is the mathematical inequality what you need to learn in your lessons. Okay. Now what next here? What I have done for all this project, I researched about the mathematical inequalities. Then also I studied about the inequality, both algebraic and graphical method, because both the things are very important. To draw the graph, it will be very easy for anyone to understand. Here I have taken some examples like it is related with the project. For example, if I say ticket fare from Abu Dhabi to Dubai is 50 dirham per person and a fixed charge of 10 dirham for one person, then if railway wants minimum 1000 dirham per day, then how many passengers should travel in the train every day? So this is the inequality, 50p for fare, because 50 dirham for one person and total number of passengers is p, plus 10 for extra charges must be greater than or equal to 1000. So solving this inequality, we will reach P is greater than or equal to 19.8. So it will be minimum 20 passengers must travel every day if you want to meet 1000 per day, 1000 dirham per day. So like this you can explain any condition, you can write, not necessarily this question, but you can write from your project and then you can explain about it. Then next will be freight management scenario, because this train may include some freight freight system also. So here the system I have taken from your project, the inequality 2C plus 150 less than or equal to 1200, where C is the cargo weight in tons and 150 ton is the empty train's weight, sets the maximum load. Now this is the inequality 2C plus 150 less than or equal to 1200. Now how I have solved it? First, this 150 will be subtracted from both sides. So you will get 1050. Hope I have done the calculation correct. Please see this all. And then you will divide by 2 and then you will get C less than or equal to 525. So what does it mean? Okay, mathematically we have solved it. But what it is representing here, that you will see, since maximum cargo weight can be 525 and weight of one container is 50 tons. So how many containers can be uploaded in the train? How many containers can be loaded in the train? It will be 525 divided by 50. So it will be approximately 10.5. So how many maximum containers? 10 containers. It cannot be 11. You will mention this part. It cannot be 11. Why? Because if you will take 11 containers, then its load, maximum load will be more than the allowed weight. So it must be 10 or below, and that situation represents by the graphics also. Here is on the number line I have represented this. So this is 10 and below this. Of course, it cannot go below 0 because weight cannot be negative. So from 0 to 10, it can be anywhere. Okay. So this is related with the freight management. Now next can be speed range. As I told you, maximum speed will be 350, minimum will be 160. So what is the range of the speed? S is the variable representing the speed. So it will be from 160 to 350, and this is by the graphical method. You can see it is varying from 160 to 350. Like this you can show the graph of speed, and this will be for the luggage policy, because this is also very important thing for any project. Okay, now here you can see passengers luggage W must be less than 30 kilograms. So this is the inequality, W less than 30, and this is the number line it represents here. Now combined weight restriction challenge. Combined means there are some extra luggage also. So they say W plus C must be less than 35. 30 was for this passenger's luggage, and then 5 kilo extra because it has to be less than 35. So what maximum number you can carry? Since W is less than 30, So C must be less than 5. Okay, so both the variables have restrictions. W and C both have the maximum value condition. Now, another inequality can be, they say maximum carriage can be 12, C less than or equal to 12. For maximum or at most, what inequality you use? We use here less than or equal to sign. So C must be less than or equal to 12. Now, assuming one carriage has 80 seats and minimum 500 seats in the peak time in the train. So this is the inequality what you can write for this given situation. S is less than or equal to 80 because it is a maximum. So wherever you use maximum, there it must be, you see, assuming one carriage has 80 seats. So you cannot allow more than 80 passengers to travel. So S must be less than or equal to 80. And 12S must be greater than or equal to 500. Why? Because they say minimum 500 seats. So minimum or at least, what sign we use? We use this inequality, greater than or equal to 500. So like this you can make the inequalities and then you can explain them how to solve it. But it is just an idea. It is not necessary that you speak like this, you make the same slides, but it's okay. You can make something different, but it should be for your betterment and betterment of your project. Okay. Now, what we can do else? Some of the students have created the model. For example, here you can see this model. So what we can explain about this model, like this, we have created for our group, and you can see I have mentioned here Abu Dhabi to Dubai, approximate time will be taken 57 minutes. Then Abu Dhabi to Ruwais, it will be around 70 minutes. Then Abu Dhabi to Fujairah, it will be taken 105 minutes. And then this model that by God grace, it is very good model created by one of the students and group. And like this, you can explain your project. And hopefully you understood everything. And at last, what you will say, you will thank to your teachers, your friends, okay? Like at the thank note only, at last I would like to thank my teachers, my friends, my parents, those who guided me, who taught me the different ideas about the project. And like this, you can wind up your project. Hope you understood some of the things from my video. And if you want to do some changes for your betterment, of course, you can do, and rest of the things we'll discuss in the classroom. Thank you so much.